Jaynette, I showed them the fun little national news
Yeah.
piece. Yeah, that was so exciting. So I showed them that this morning. And then I just shared with them. I know it's outdated and I explained that to them, but I did share with them the whole piece that you and I put together several
Mhm.
years ago, just
Yep.
to give them the context of where things are. And then I've been reminding them too that on the 15th, you'll be diving more deeply, but they know there's a curriculum. They know you have certain times of the day and that you continue to work and build onto what this was to start with for your school. I didn't know if you wanted to just, add to that. at
Yeah.
all.
Well, and I know I've talked to several of you already about it, but you know, Yoga for Classroom came to be by us trying to figure out how to self-regulate our students. And we kind of started off when I first got here, um, like when, and I don't know, I think I said it in the video, but when I came, a student would look at another student and they would just hit them for no reason. And they didn't know how to self-regulate. They didn't know, what to do. And so we like kind of moved through a continuum. Looking back at it, we've made so many like adjustments and changes over the years. But when we first started, it was stop, think, and make a good choice. And we were like, that was what we knew, and that was what was going to help support our students. But we quickly realized they needed more. They needed to know how to self-regulate after they stopped and they thought about it. They didn't know what to do because they didn't know how to self-regulate their own emotions. And so that's when we started looking into different curriculums, and we ran across Yoga for Classroom, and Lisa was gracious enough to actually have a conversation with us. And this became kind of just a partnership between Lisa and Edmunds, and we just kind of started working through everything. But we really had to, we took a vote. I mean, we voted to see if this was something that we wanted to do because we needed to add a couple, like 10 minutes onto our day. And we really wanted people to buy in because if they didn't buy in, it wasn't going to work. And now this is part of who we are. This, Y4C is who we are. It's Edmunds. And I shared the video with our director today, actually, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, was this on ABC?" And I'm like, "Yeah," and I'm like, nationwide, and it's super exciting to see how it's evolved over the years. And we've taken all of Lisa's knowledge and expertise in Yoga for Classroom and putting together flows and really the Be Well discussions and just what to do um, to make it our own. And um, we've learned along the way. We've learned that some of the things that we were doing maybe weren't culturally proficient at the time. And so we've made adjustments to that. And we spent a lot of time last year really honing in and making sure we had student voice, parent voice. We actually had 3 expectations: respectful, responsible, and caring when we first started this, because we felt like students needed to be caring about other students, but really in actuality, students have to feel safe before they can actually care for someone. And so that came out loud and clear with parents, that came out loud and clear with staff and with students, that they wanted safe as one of our expectations. And so we made that adjustment. We made adjustments from kind of even though we are positive behavior supports, PBIS, and like I think I said in the video, we pulled from different components. We pulled from capturing kids' hearts. We pulled from responsive classroom. We pulled from PBIS. Yoga for Classroom was our foundation kind of what we wanted to make sure that we were setting the stage for and the foundation for our students. Everything else was kind of just an umbrella to make it all happen. And with PBIS, it is everything should be stated a positive, but we still found ourselves, having like non-negotiables. Well, those aren't positive. Those are directive, and not allowing kids to wear hoods was a direction. That was like something that our belief system was telling us that we should do. And so really opening it up and really becoming equity minded and culturally responsive to our families, to our students, over the past year has really changed kind of the way of thinking for us. And we still have our 5 positive contacts every morning with kids, to meet and greet. We meet and greet them at the door. We meet and greet them in the gym. We meet and greet them at the classroom door. There's teachers in the hallways that are meeting and greeting as well. So we always say we have 5 touches before they reach the classroom door. That way, if there's a student that is struggling before school, maybe, and these are real life scenarios, maybe the child brother is wearing his shoes. Maybe the child's brother is wearing his pants and he wanted to wear those pants. So he's mad and upset. These are real life things. Maybe it was my mom made me get a haircut and I hate it. And so I'm really upset about it. To us, it doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal, but to them, that's their own personal stuff. And it's meaningful, like it's something powerful to them. And it sets the tone for their day. And so I'm sure Lisa shared with you that, we can come to school with many different levels of stress levels. And, if you're here and someone does something to you, your lid could explode right away. And so just knowing that, we like to make sure we have all those touches before they get to the classroom door, because then we can hopefully avoid any issues prior to getting to the classroom. And so, we still do all of that. We still have all the yoga breaths and all the poses, and we implement all throughout the day now, where we used to have like set time. We still have set times, but we used to have set times, and that was pretty much all we did for a couple of years. And then we really realized that, oh my gosh, we're taking a test, and the kids will say, we need to use, balloon breath to get calm before we take our test, or I'm not feeling very energized right now. It's after lunch. And so let's do the bunny breath, so kids started asking teachers, can we do this? Can we do this to help us regulate our emotions? And teachers were doing the same. So then students realized that it was a give and take all throughout the day. And so, it has been something that has evolved, and it's been great to see the transitions and to look back at that video. And I was like, oh gosh, we don't do this anymore. We don't do this anymore. We need to update a video, but it's just the power of change, and what we thought we knew best at the time was best. And then we've realized that we can make it even better. And so that's kind of where we're at. And we will get down kind of to the nitty gritties of what that looks like. We're actually going to have a couple teachers model an entire lesson for you on the 15th, and then go through expectations as well. So I think it'll be a fun experience for everyone to kind of see it in action and put it all together. So did I miss anything, Lisa?
That was amazing. I feel like you just did such a nice tie-in, right? Guys, do you agree? Like that was so perfect. She just tied in everything that we've already talked about. But
Awesome.
oh my gosh, I have 1,000 questions for you. We'll have to talk on this side another time. But it's just so exciting. As you know, Edmunds has a special place in my heart, and a big part of that is because of you, and because of your willingness to take this and really understand that yes, you can do lessons and you can have set times and sequences, but ultimately at the end of the day, it's about noticing what's going on and being really proactive about integrating what we now call mindful moments as needed throughout the day. And then of course, it's very, very exciting when the students start integrating that by reflecting what they know they need, or by your parents. I'm sure, Jaynette, you've had stories like, oh, so-and-so parent came, what are you teaching? Because my kid helped me calm down the other day with balloon breath, or whatever it is that's going on outside of the classroom. And And ultimately, that's what this is about. This isn't just for, school behavior management and blah, 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 and better grades and all that. This is about giving students real life skills that they're going to be able to take with them to navigate the ups and downs of their life, their whole rest of their life. And by the way, we're learning that too, right along with them. So that's kind of, I feel like, the extra bonus.